I had to wait a bit longer, but after a while, GNS3 did settle down. Spanning tree sorted itself out, and the pings started succeeding, as you can see here. So, be careful with VTP. So this is why a lot of engineers don't use VTP, but prefer to use transparent VTP mode, in other words, disable VTP. A new switch added to the network can cause havoc if you're not careful, and possibly bring down your entire network. So VTP does save the hassle of creating VLANs in the VLAN database, but you may prefer to use VTP transparent mode. As you can see here, I was having problems with the spanning tree process on GNS3, but it's now been sorted out. So you may prefer to use VTP transparent mode, or rather VTP mode transparent. The disadvantage of doing this is that you have to manually add VLANs to your VLAN database on all your switches, but you have less risk of a new switch messing up your network. So as an example, if you wanted to add a few VLANs to the VLAN database, such as the following. So we now have VLAN 12, 13, 14, and 15. That information is not going to be propagated to the other switches. Notice these switches don't have the new VLANs in the VLAN database. So you would have to manually copy and paste that. So you'd have to manually add that to all the other switches, but let's be honest, you could use a script to do that. So you could simply do something like this and then paste that onto all your switches. So now, assuming that I've done that right, I should have those VLANs configured on all my switches. So, for the real world, personally I would use transparent VTP mode just because it's safer, but you may want to use VTP mode to save on the configuration work of adding VLANs to the VLAN database. But be careful when adding new switches to the topology